Hey everybody, it's just such a gorgeous day out here that I'd come and share some of the beauty of the Connecticut countryside with you. Napoleon Hill said that genius is someone who has discovered how to increase the intensity of thought to a point where they can freely communicate with sources of knowledge not available through ordinary rate of thought. To connect to sources of knowledge not available through the ordinary rate of thought. It's a little bit like the book Slow Thinking, Slow Thought, Fast Thought, where he's talking about using logic, left brain type activity versus the right brain, creative, innovative techniques of thinking. And so this is like the second part of the Jose Silva video. It's on here somewhere. Maybe you'll see it located there. And being able to think in in ways that maybe don't meet logic. How can you tap into the extrasensory perceptions of things and understanding things intuitively that wouldn't come to you ordinarily? So this is a method that Jose Silva came up with at the end of his life. He does teach it in the course if you take the Jose Silva mind control method. It's offered in the course. But I thought I would just bring it out because I use it so often and teach it so often and use it especially with my VIP clients because it resolves problems so quickly and effectively. So it's a simple method of dropping into the alpha state. So normally our brain waves are kind of in a beta state. We're just sort of awake, wakefulness, eyes open, eyes closed. But where it becomes really effective is when you use it in an alpha state right before you go to sleep. But there's actually two parts to it. So let me explain what happened, how to use this method of problem solving. So you have a problem, you wake up with it in the morning, it's there, or maybe it's been troubling you all night. It's like, what do I do with this? How do I get out of the problem? In the morning, before you get out of bed, while you're still in that assembly, we always talk about becoming the person you want to be. So as you're in your becoming state, as you're deciding who am I going to be today. So there's this issue that's been troubling you. Maybe it's a relationship issue. You don't know, do I go? Do I stay? What's the resolution? The solution for this? It could be a work-related issue that comes up, a problem that comes up. You can't seem to get advancement. You don't know quite what to do. It's like, how do I get to where I want to go in life? It could be any kind of an issue that you're wrestling, struggling with. This is a great way to bring in that intelligence that's out here, the source of life, even to help consult and become a part of the solution process. So this is what Jose Silva, back in the 60s, it started to evolve, and it was really toward the end of his life that he began to teach this method. And he had already taught, I don't know, millions of people. So it's not like this is a beginning technique. This is refined with years of experimentation. Quick solution. So you think through the problem. You just kind of picture it in the morning as you're getting up and sort of assembling yourself. And so you're using, parts of yourself. You're coming up out of the dream state. You're beginning to formulate your consciousness. So it's not like midday. This is early in the morning. Think through, kind of beginning to end. What is the problem, or what's the question you're wrestling with? Um, it might be, I've got two choices. The founder of Ivan, cut that little bit out. It's like come back to where there are two choices, and I'm going to pick it up again. There's a sound signal. You have two choices. So there's two ways that you could go, and you're trying to decide which one's the best way. And clearly, both of them have advantages. Both of them have disadvantage. You've done the chart where we list all the things that are good about it, and then we flip it over. We list all the things that are negative about it, and you still haven't found the solution yet. This is a great exercise or a great technique of cutting through that. It's generally a 3-day process. So give yourself, 24, 48, 70, so like a 72-hour window to work with this. So day one, morning one, first thing, lay out the problem in your mind, and then go about your day. Just kind of you kind of define it. Just go through the day. Give it no more thought. At the end of the day, just as you're ready to go to sleep, think about the problem again. Now in the morning, I suggest thinking about it, eyes open, close your eyes, and just really focus on it. And then that's it. Let it go. Now in the evening, just as you're ready, now you're going to go to bed, and you're going from this technique into sleep. So be sure your teeth are brushed. You've taken care of everything else that you need to do. You're ready now to use this technique. Think through the problem again. And now go into the alpha state, the relaxed state. So take a long, slow, deep breath. Feel yourself in your back into your body. As you're breathing, normal breath, see the number 3 on the, you create your mind screen in your mind, your mind's eye, the movie theater. We've talked about that. There's probably a video on here somewhere about going into the movie theater and seeing this big screen. You bring up the number 3 on the screen, let it fade. Bring it up again, let it fade. Bring it up a third time, let it fade. And at that point, you are relaxing your body. Just feel yourself calm, relaxed. You do this sitting up or lying down. You don't want to go to sleep yet, not quite ready for that. So if you need to sit up, you can sit up in bed, do this. Eyes closed, you're looking at the screen in your mind's eye. Another breath in and out. See the number 2. Let it fade. Number 2 again, let it fade. Number 2 again, let it fade. Helps relax the mind and the thinking process. And then to really slow the brainwave down a little bit more, see the number 1, let it fade. See it again, let it fade. One more time. See the number 1, let it fade. Just go into that alpha state. Now at this point, eyes closed, picture in your mind's eye the problem and just go through the issues or the stages of the problem, the issue, the different parts of it, and imagine yourself filming it. You're creating a video of the problem from beginning to end. Once you've finished filming the video, we're now going to record it in some form. It's been recorded. You want to get it into a form that you can hand it off to the higher power or to superintelligence, the source of all knowledge. So if you want, you could imagine yourself burning a DVD. You're taking that video and creating a DVD. And then in your mind's eye, but at the same time, you can even lift your hand a little bit. Just hand it off to the source or create a file. And now you're going to send that file or put it into a Dropbox and off into the ethers with it. Off it goes. Stay in that state and now go through in your mind's eye the solution to the problem. You've been thinking about the outcome or which path you're going to take or which path you'd prefer or how you see yourself resolving the relationship issue. Is it time to go your own way? And do you want to stay friends? You don't want to have a big blow up. You don't want to have a big fight. You want to advance it at work, and you see yourself not just doing more work and spending more time, but really finding a solution for advancement. Uh, but just you're using your imagination. Obviously, we don't have the solution to the problem. So you're using your imagination to figure out the way to sort of compose something that you think is a solution. And then, same thing again, but now go through each step, each stage, and imagine yourself filming it. You're creating another video of this solution that you've come up with. Once that's done, same process, burn a DVD, create a file and put it in the Dropbox, whatever you're going to do with it, and that gets sent off into the ethers, into the super intelligence, the supreme being, and then you're offering your best thinking as well. So it's you're connecting with your higher self, higher source. And for this one, with cooperation of your mind and your imagination, you want this to be a solution that is best for you, but best for all concerned, for everyone. Whatever the solution is going to be or become, it'll be the highest and best for you, highest and best for everyone else, and it will be the solution that you've just recorded or an equivalent solution or something even better. It can be the solution that you've come up with. It could be a solution that comes to you after this process, which will have equal value. It'll be comparable, or something even better. And it will be best for all concerned. And at this point, just relax even more. If you're still sitting up, kind of slide down and just go off to sleep. If you're already in bed thinking through this process, now just release it, let it go. It's just sending it off, up into out into the world. Go to sleep. Trusting that your highest self is in communication with this intelligence that's out here, the intelligence that throwing stars across the sky, creating galaxies and these amazing magnetic, energetic things that hold the stars together in the solar system, and then hold the solar system from each star, of course, and then all of the stars together in the galaxies. All of that, you've tapped into that. Then off into sleep. Now the next day, begin to look, Jose Silva suggests, begin to look for the next 2 days, next 3 days even, for little indications that it's the issue, the problem is resolving itself. Just little indications that there's a solution coming. Phone calls, messages, emails. Maybe a third solution you hadn't thought of just sort of appears, or you hear about something, or it just arrives unexpectedly. Or a phone call from someone you haven't talked to for years, and they come in and there's, in that course of the conversation, there's the solution. Jose suggests you stay with this process next 24 hours, next 24 hours, next 24 hours, before you go back into using this again. If there's no resolution, then use it again. If you find that it's resolved and something else has come up where you said, hey, this works for that one, how about this one? But allow the 72 hours to pass before you jump into the next one. Now, in the meantime, what do you do in those 3 days? Do not act like the kid in the back of the seat of the car, right? That's asking, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Don't be a nuisance to the universe. You're not the only person who's using this or doing this. So So be patient in the process and just go along with it. And then, as I said, if the end of those full 3 days, solution doesn't come, it's fair, open it up, do it again, or on to the next one. Now, for me personally, I use this pretty regularly on the big issues. The little issues, not so much, because I really trust that when I offer up a question or struggling with something, that I do get the answers. But once in a while, it's like it doesn't fall into place or it doesn't fit right. Um, I used it to create my last ideal situation where I had clients coming, unlimited number of clients, no marketing. I had a paid for office. It was just it's an amazing thing, and I still have that. I did not give that one up. That's just it's just too good, just too good. Um, the founder of Mind Valley used this when he was still at Silicon Valley. He was a software engineer and was thinking about wanting to teach the Silva method. One of the teachers that I've had for the Silva method and studied with him. And so he tells the story always that this is the technique that got him into teaching Silva mind control method, and it's the method that he uses um, all the time for big problem solving. But in this particular case, so he still had the job with Silicon Valley and was thinking about going off and being a full-time instructor in Jose Silva's mind control, and wanting to do something like the Mind Valley, where it's just a whole collection of teachers teaching all these different courses. Um, so offered it up. First day, nothing much happened. But he did have a conversation with his boss, one of the two owners of the company that he was working with. Told him what he was thinking about doing. Said, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. And the guy said, I'll make it easy for you. I'm going to give you a raise. And he said it was nearly double what he was making. So he thought, well, that's the solution, and kind of set back into it. He said, well, give me. He was still in the 72-hour 3-day window. So he said, well, allow me 24 hours to decide what to do. Let me think this over. That evening, the other boss, the other owner of the company, called Jose up and he said, I know that you're thinking about going off on your own or staying with us. He said, I love your loyalty, but you need to know that there's some things that are not common knowledge in the company, but we're really having trouble. And I just want you to know, I said, I don't know about the future of this company or how long we're going to be here. And so, so he said that made all the difference in the world. He went in the next day and said, you know what? Thank you for that offer. It's great, but it's time for me to move on and go into my own world. And so he said within less than a year, that company blew up, and the stock was worthless. It just fell apart. So trust this process. This is an amazing. It seems so simple, but it's just amazing at what comes from it. So Jose Silva just was beyond his years in wisdom and knowledge and how to use intuition and tapping into the extrasensory world that's out here. So use it. Let us know how successful it was for you, what happened, what changes happened in your life. Make comments below. Let us know. Let's engage in the process. This is just one of the many techniques we're going to be talking about in September in the course that I'm going to be teaching. I hope you come and join, be a part of that as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for sharing a little bit of your time with me today. And all the best in your journey, your problem solving, and tapping into this amazing world that we live in and the energetic life that's here. Namaste. Thank you.